these are my Empire Gudgeons, and that's the female on the right and the male on the left, and I believe they are actually breeding as we speak. It appears that she's laying eggs, and she's upside down and she's laying eggs on the leaf, and this is pretty cool to get footage of it. Look how fat she is. She's a big old girl. But I am pretty sure she's laying eggs. That's what it looks like to me, and it looks like the male is up there and they're doing their spawning ritual. So I'm telling you, hopefully, yeah, she's definitely laying eggs. For sure, I can tell. And I'm telling you what, I am going to capture these eggs off these leaves for sure. That male, he's chasing off the other male. The other male's off to the right. You can't see him, but the other male's like, nope, you're not coming over here. But for sure, she is laying eggs. So that's pretty cool. And now I know where she's laying her eggs, so I can give it some time. And I'll end up going in there and pulling some leaves down and cutting them off, and I'm going to throw them in a little thing to see if I can incubate them. That's for sure. This is so cool. I mean, they've laid eggs in the past, but I've never been able to, well, I hadn't tried to capture their eggs because they generally just protect them so much that they end up eating them. But my game plan here is I'm going to try to breed these guys. Man, it'd be so awesome if I can get these eggs and hatch them out. That would be so cool. So we're going to try. Hopefully I'll be able to capture some of these eggs and do it. That's the game plan. I'm pretty excited. You know, you never know when they breed where they breed at, you know, because they tend to, there's such a forest here that, you know, they could breed anywhere and it's hard to see their eggs. So, but she is all over that stuff up there, and I am 100% sure that that's what they're doing. They're up there spawning, so this is going to be a good thing. And they are definitely spawning. There's no doubt about it in my mind. You can see she's upside down. She's laying her eggs up on the underside of that leaf. Now hopefully he's going to fertilize them, and we'll have some fertile eggs to take, because I'm going to cut the leaves off and just take the whole leaf and the eggs probably later on tonight. I'm going to give them time to spawn and fertilize them hopefully, and in the meantime we're just going to let them do their thing. It's a rare occasion that I get to actually film these guys spawning. You know, these guys are pretty secretive in my tank because of the amount of plants in here. And to be honest with you, literally my camera is sitting about a foot off the floor, pointing upwards to get to these guys. Because if you look at my tank straight on, you won't even see them because they're up under that canopy of plants. And I just happened to see the male flashing his tail, and the other male was sitting off to the right, which you couldn't see. And I'm like, what's going on. So I squatted down and look, and there's the female. She's up in there, and they're scattering her eggs on these leaves. So it's going to be a good thing. We're going to get some eggs, and hopefully, Lord willing, we'll get some that actually hatch out. I don't know the hatch time frame on these eggs. Is it 2 or 3 days like some eggs, or is it like my rice fish that the eggs take 10, 15, 20 days sometimes to hatch? I don't know, but we're gonna give it a shot. Look at her. She's just upside down, a big old belly on her. Definitely laying her eggs for sure. And I don't want to get any closer because my camera, I'm zoomed in as far as I can go with it, and I don't want to get any closer because it will spook them and they'll run off. But I'm not going to do that. So we'll just leave it there. We'll let the camera run. Try to get as much footage of it as we can, and we'll see. Looks like he's fertilizing them right there. You see how he's wagging his way. See how she's flipping upside down and she's fertilizing or laying eggs up on the underside of them leaves. See, there she goes again, upside down. I don't know how many eggs she's laying or whatever, but we're definitely gonna try and capture some. She is for sure doing that, and hopefully he's a good male and fertilizes them, and we have a good hatch rate. I would love to get several of these guys going, as babies. It would be awesome. Oh, there he goes. Things like, get away from here, autocinkless. Yeah. Them autos are looking for an egg breakfast. This is really cool to be able to capture this, It's not often you get to capture these guys. Like I say, they're pretty secretive in my tank, There's so many places to hide with all these plants that it's just amazing. And who knows, I've seen them breed before in the past, but I never had the idea or didn't want to, grab the eggs out. But now, I definitely want to grab some eggs. I definitely want to see if I can hatch some out. It's going to be a blessing, God's gift to me, giving me some new fish, hopefully. So you see how she's laying eggs again, more and more.